First up, hashtag Tina Jomar, and this, of course, the late Tina Jomar Peterson, her death being announced by the ANC last night, 59 years old, and a lot, being said about, obviously, a lot of things that Tina Jomar Peterson had been involved in, controversies that she'd been embroiled in during her long political career. And of course, I think we spoke about this yesterday.
We did. It was a big trending topic.
This controversy. It was one of the trending topics around the suspended public protector, Advocate Busisiwe Mkhwebane, and her fitness to hold office, that Section 194 inquiry, of which Tina Jomar Peterson was a member of that particular committee. And the controversy, of course, is around the allegation that she, along with the committee chair, Ubudile Janki, and Pemi Machodina, ANC chief whip, had solicited a bribe from the suspended public protector. This is said to have been allegedly done through the public protector's husband, and all of that, came out in the weekend papers, and it's been ongoing. And of course, now this is where it is. But it is, of course, all alleged, and
exactly, it's all still happening.
This is the story. This is the controversy.
The reality is that the passing of Tina Jomar Peterson was confirmed yesterday, and lots trending with that, obviously, and this seems to be something that always rears its head, is Gavin Watson afterwards. And I mean, that's a trend. The whole story of Gavin Watson disappearing when things were getting heated, and this is kind of being assimilated to Tina Jomar Peterson. But it is social media. That is how social media speaks. It's not necessarily what we are saying here, but this is what is trending right now. And one or two of the tweets that are saying, "Dear Gavin Watson, I know you're reading this from somewhere on your untraceable phone in the Indonesian islands. Just know back home your fellow ANC cadres have not let you down. You have multiplied." That's one of them. Then another one saying, "Constitution first. Some people now say the cause of death of Tina Jomar Peterson is a disease called Gavin Watson. I don't understand." Anyway, this is what happens, and that is the trend. But nonetheless, we'll sort of leave it there. That's one of the other trends we've got this morning.
Right, the next one is, of course, hashtag Protea Mall, and this, of course, in Soweto. So, because another Uber vehicle had been set alight at this particular mall last night, and this just days after several e-hailing vehicles had been set alight at Protea Mall. So, there's ongoing strife, it seems, here between some of these service providers as far as transport is concerned at Soweto malls. And one hopes that there will be a serious intervention to try and quell all of this.
Very, very much so, because that's a great worry for the safety of people that are driving in these Ubers or Uber drivers, and then, of course, the violence that's erupting around the areas. But the final trend that we've got this morning is Tembisa, and this is all about electricity. And, every morning there's a new area that's trending. Well, listen, South Africa trends when it comes to a lack of electricity. But Tembisa, this is one of the trending topics, and people are just saying, they haven't had electricity for such a long time. Tembisa is experiencing total blackout since last night at 6 o'clock. And the city of Ekurhuleni, Eskom SA, doesn't really care. My ANC, this is really not fair on ordinary citizens. Why are we not treated like this? Also reaching out to SABC News, please help Tembisa with your investigations and what's going on here. And here's another one. Please, Tembisa, no electricity since 6 o'clock last night. And then there was that one that you read about 2 weeks. What? It could be 2 hours, 2 days,
people,
2 weeks.
Someone said, the anxiety when load shedding happens in Tembisa, because you don't know whether the lights are going to be out for 2 hours, 2 days, 2 weeks, or whoever knows, however long. So people really anxious about what that situation means.
All right, well, that's the end of your trending topics.